Do you understand the concept of what is free radicals? Do you remember last week I was teaching you all what's free radicals? So, for example, okay, I don't know whether you remember lah. Okay, so what happens is free radicals, the cure for free radicals is antioxidant. Okay, now if you look at your periodic table, I don't know whether you all remember, I taught you how to write electron arrangement. Chlorine has 7 electrons. So the electron arrangement is 287. Do you remember this concept? Yeah. Okay, now what happens is 7 valence electron is not happy. How many do they want to achieve? 8. So what would happen is usually one chlorine is with another chlorine bond together so that both of them also feel that they are 8. So this is called a molecule, right? So usually chlorine exists in Cl2. However, sometimes if the chemicals are exposed to UV light, when are the chemicals exposed to UV light? All the time, okay? If the chemicals are exposed to UV light, if they are exposed to extreme heat, the molecules that were once stable, page 140. Okay, page 140. The chemicals that were once stable. So when it's Cl2, Cl2 is completely harmless. This Cl2 is in our water. Why do we put it in our water? To kill bacteria. Okay, so this Cl2 is in our water. We use it to kill bacteria. We also put it in swimming pool water so that we won't get each other's disease. We also put it in Clorox to get rid of any stains in your baju. So it's to put in Clorox to make your baju white. It's a bleach. Okay, so when it's a molecule, it's not a free radical. But if it's exposed to UV light and heat, something like this will break apart to form an atom. And when it's an atom, it is called a free radical because it is very unstable and reactive because it just needs one more electron to be happy. So it will go, so it's not happy lah. Not happy, like your cikgu killer like that lah, not happy. So what does the cikgu killer go and do? Go and attack everyone. Okay, so remember just now I told you UV light and heat can cause it. So cigarette smoke, heat, UV rays, chemicals, all of this and unhealthy diet and other pollutants causes free radicals. Understand? Okay, so these free radicals can go and kacau other molecules that are peaceful. When they go and kacau other molecules, okay, it causes oxidation process also. Okay, so free radicals attack and destroy cells, protein, and DNA. Okay, how does it do that? It causes cancer, it causes cardiovascular disease, it causes organ failure and premature aging. So there's people who smoke a lot, they got a lot of wrinkles. Those people who are always under the sun, very hot sun, is very, very badly wrinkled. So there's this guy who has been driving a lorry all his life. One side is exposed to sun. This side is all wrinkled, this side is all not wrinkled. Yeah. So how can you stop it? Antioxidant. Antioxidant is to help stop the free radicals. Okay, so it's to prevent and reduce chronic disease caused by free radicals. It slows down or stop the oxidation process. The oxidation process is how it becomes a free radical. So I want to stop it or reverse it. So it occurs naturally in food, all the food that is colorful. For example, what? Carrots, oranges, berries, all of those vitamin C, vitamin A, all of those naturally healthy, colorful fruits are full of antioxidants. Okay, so vitamin C, vitamin E, lutein, green vegetables, lycopene, fruits. Papaya, tomato, oranges. What do they have in common? The color is bright or dim, very bright color. And then selenium. Selenium is found in nuts and meat. Okay, did I tell you the story about selenium? the movie. Can I tell you? Okay, since we have time today, I will tell you a little bit of this. Okay, this is, okay, can you tell me what is this? This whole thing, what is it called? The periodic table. Okay, now, humans, humans are carbon-based organism. That means we are made because we have carbon in our body. Okay, every single living organism got carbon. Carbon is used to make carbohydrate, carbon is used to make protein, carbon is used to make fats. We are mostly carbon and water. Okay, when we die, we can be killed by, okay, so you take one step, two step down, one step to the side. We can be killed by arsenic. You know what's arsenic? Arsenic is a poison that kills people. Okay, so let's say I want to kill you, I'm very angry at you. What I can do is I can put arsenic in your food. You will die from poisoning. Very fast acting poison, right? Okay? Now, there's a movie called Evolution. And you know the smiley face? But instead of two eyes, the evolution tag got three eyes. Okay? So I watched this movie in I think 2003 lah. No. Okay. I watched this movie in 2003. So when you go cinema last time, right? When you go, sometimes they will give you free samples. Let's say they're trying to sell a new brand of potato chip, they will give you free sample. Okay. They want to sell a new brand of keropok, they will give you a free sample. So this one, right? When we went in, they gave us a bottle of Head and Shoulders. Do you know what's Head and Shoulders? The shampoo. So my friend asked him, what are we supposed to do? Watch the movie and then cuci rambut ah? Then he said, you go watch the movie, you go watch the movie. So the movie was about an alien that is a nitrogen-based compound. And this alien is taking over the whole world and nobody can stop it. Okay. Finally, the person is the main character is a chemistry teacher. He used to be a professor, but he got fired. Okay, so he's a chemistry teacher. So he got two students in his class, very dumb one, very dumb. So they were saying they were doing. They said that if carbon can be killed by arsenic, nitrogen-based organism can be killed by selenium. But selenium is not a very common element. So they say that if we can find selenium, we can kill off this alien species. Okay? And then the two dumb fellas came and say, we know where to get selenium. And then they said, where? You don't know anything, you're stupid, how you know where to get selenium? Then they said the main ingredient in Head and Shoulders is selenium because it helps to make your dandruff calm down and give you silky smooth hair. So they break into a Head and Shoulders factory and they spray selenium all over the aliens. So that's why they give you a packet. It's the best marketing ever. I would encourage you to go watch this movie. It's actually quite funny. Huh? Show you? What? No, you go watch lah. You go watch. Can find online one. It's called Evolution. Okay. So selenium is actually also found in Brazilian nuts. It's a kind of nut. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, but it's very good for health. So that's the joke. I'll never forget this movie because it's so funny. I've never been anywhere where they give you Head and Shoulder shampoo. All right. So that antioxidants is to stabilize the free radicals so that it won't attack the healthy cells. Okay, can you understand? All right. Okay, so you know when you cut an apple, I think I told you this last week. When you cut an apple, you cut the apple will become brown. That is called oxidation. So how can you prevent it? You can soak in 盐水, salt water, or you can put lemon. Why you put lemon? Lemon is acidic. It's an antioxidant or vitamin C. Can you understand? Okay, so this is how you show that if you put sodium bicarbonate, the surface of the apple turns brown. But if you put lime juice, there is no change in color. Sugar solution also no change in color. Common salt also no change in color. All right. So these three can prevent, 1, 2, 3 can prevent oxidation. Simple or not? Simple concept, right? Okay. So the solution of sugar, lime juice, and common salt contains antioxidants. Which one is the best one to take? Lime juice, because salt, too much salt can harm your kidneys also. So it's an antioxidant, yeah, but you shouldn't take it. Sugar solution, you shouldn't take it because too much sugar is also toxic in your body. It causes diabetes. Okay? Can? Alright. So, natural products usually have active ingredients such as alkaloids, flavonoids, tannin, coumarin, steroids, and others. Okay? So, these are not good for your body. Okay? Whenever you buy something that has a label, okay, for example, Cheetos. Cheetos 好吃吗? Yes, it's so delicious. But if you look at the ingredients, half of the things you don't know what it is. Okay. Hey, dude, seriously, why they keep on running around? Eesh. Right click. Cannot. No, yeah, what is this? Okay, let me go back first. Wait. Conspiracy. Hiya. Okay, let me try again. See? Conspiracy, access denied. Okay, let's try one more here. Uh, conspiracy. Open? I cannot make it big. There. Aiyo, so blur. Okay. Ingredient list. Cheetos. There. Okay. Enriched cornmeal. Ferrous sulfate. You know what's ferrous sulfate? Rust. Iron. Okay. Niacin, thiamine, mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, vegetable oil, canola and wheat, cheese, seasoning, whey, cheddar cheese, milk culture enzyme, maltodextrin. It is a uh, what do you call it? Sweetener, artificial sweetener that causes cancer. Natural and artificial flavors. They don't even tell you which one. Salt, whey protein concentrate, monosodium glutamate, MSG, lactic acid, citric acid, contains milk ingredients, and color yellow 6. Okay, ingredient list. Junk food. Uh, carbs, jelly. Okay, now, okay, so partially hydrogenated cottonseed oil. So you don't even know what is this. Basically, it would be safer for you to go to the chemistry lab and eat any chemicals off. Okay, so this is really, it can cause harm to health, it can cause cancer. A lot of things are actually banned in many countries. In European countries, a lot of things are actually banned. You go to America, everyone's fat. They said they eat bread or whatever, pasta. They say, oh, don't eat pasta, don't eat bread. You go to France, everyone is eating pasta. They are not fat. Why? In America, their flour cannot be sold in European countries. Their flour is sprayed with a chemical. That is a cancerous causing chemical. Okay? the different kinds of food. You're not supposed to eat so much flour. It's very, very, very bad for health. Okay? So, can you understand? Okay, okay, so can you try and do these questions here? SPM practice 10. Okay. It's not very hard. You do the few pages, then we discuss. So let's look at this. Okay. What causes health problems to humans? Do not eat regularly. See, the answer should be eating junk food. Okay. Penicillin is a antibiotic. A doctor prescribed a haloperidol to a patient. Okay, this is not antibiotic, not for pain, not for it's for schizophrenic. It is something to do with your mental health. Okay? Which of the following reason why apple cells turn brown? Oxidation by air. Which of the following is the main source of antioxidant? Brazilian nuts. Uh, okay. Lengkuas is a type of herb. What is the traditional use of lengkuas? Anybody? Release stomachache. Okay. Mr. Mart seeks a massage treatment to relieve bloatedness. What type of herbs are suitable to make a massage? Ginger. Huh? Bloatedness is always ginger, what? Yeah. Bloatedness is always ginger. Okay. This antioxidant is found is vitamin C. If you wrote honey, we will all sit down and cry. If you wrote salt, I would cry harder. Okay. Okay, what is this? It's obviously masasha. Okay. You don't know how to do this, also we sit down and cry. A patient was prescribed antibiotics over a period of 5 days. Patient felt better. He stopped taking this and can reproduce again. C, correct. Okay. This is analgesic. Antibiotic is to kill bacteria. Only bacteria, you cannot write germs because it doesn't kill viruses. Antibiotic doesn't kill viruses. So if you have COVID, you take antibiotic, it's no use one. Okay? Psychotherapeutic is for mental illnesses or to treat psychiatric patients or mental illnesses. Psychiatric patients. Okay. Mrs. Tina discovered that the body temperature of a child is high. Which medicine must be taken? Analgesic. Panadol, basically. If a child is 4 years old, which one is not suitable? What did I say that day? Do you remember? Aspirin. Okay. Is the medicine stated in 1B suitable? No. Okay, not suitable. Aspirin. They're talking about aspirin lah. Can cause stomach bleeding. Okay, aspirin is the one that you cannot. You can only use very mild ones for children. So if children got high fever, 怎么办？怎么办？You 拿去冲水啦，冲冷水啦。You bring to the emergency room, they will spray cold water. My kids last time got both of them kena influenza at the same time. Bring to hospital. What are the two differences between traditional and modern medicine? Okay, so okay, so I wrote here. Okay, traditional medicines usually from plants and animals. Yeah. Or animals. Modern, made in the lab using chemicals. Okay? Okay. Okay. Too rational, too traditional. So who is traditional? Any two lah. You can use aloe vera. Aloe vera is for what? Skin burning or whatever. Okay? Skin irritation, reduce swelling, skin wounds, pimples also can, burns also can. Okay, penicillin is an antibiotic. Aspirin is the one that I said. This one. Tongkat Ali is for, you will never believe it, lowest temperature during fever. Okay, now, obviously, all of you have heard this before. Tongkat Ali is always associated with guys taking it to have sex, right or not? Okay, but actually, there's two different things. Okay, it's called if you have erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction basically means the guy cannot get an erection. So, what is the magic medicine that is taken by modern medicine? Not Tokali, modern medicine. What is it called? Viagra. Correct. Not? Viagra is already taken off the market because it is known to cause heart attacks. Do you know why or not? The people always say, oh, the person got erectile dysfunction, cannot have sex already, you know why, no, why not? Okay. The reason is actually because he is on the verge of having a heart attack. Remember your blood got arteries? Okay. Arteries carry oxygenated blood. Arteries carry blood everywhere, okay, including to the penis. So the artery that carries it to the penis is actually blocked. This occurs when a person already has high cholesterol. So if he has erectile dysfunction, that is actually the first sign of coronary heart disease. What they used to do for Viagra is it will widen this artery widen so that more blood can go to the penis and the person will get an erection. The problem with this is, does the person already have coronary heart disease? Yes, so you're asking for trouble. So now Viagra has been pulled out of the market already. Because it's not because it causes heart disease or heart attacks. It's because the people who require it already have underlying heart problems. That's why they have erectile dysfunction. So, in fact, if a man who is in his 40s, 50s cannot get an erection, he shouldn't be panicking about, oh no, I can never have sex again. He should go and see a doctor because he's most probably going to have a heart attack soon. It's the first indicator of a heart attack. Okay? So people take it the wrong way. Alright. Easy, right? This chapter. Okay, so let's look at the previous chapter. Next week we start new chapter lah. Today so many of them not here. Start new chapter. Okay. Last chapter was about, do you remember this? We talked about alloys, mixture of metals. We talked about different alloys, steel, duralumin, remember not? Yeah. We talked about brass, we talked about bronze, we talked about the functions. And then we talked about glass and ceramic, brittle but very high melting point for ceramic. Glass is very good because it is transparent and chemically inert. All right. Polymer is basically plastics. There is synthetic polymers is plastic, natural polymers is rubber. And then we talked about the difference between natural rubbers and vulcanized rubber. Vulcanized rubber means you add what to the natural rubber? Add no, no, add sulfur. Very good. Okay, can. All right. Can you all try and do this? Practice 9. Today we finish this. We finish this, then next week we can start the chapter. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay. Main metal used in the formation of duralumin, aluminium. Okay, you cannot not know this. Which mixture will produce brass? Brass, zinc, and copper. Yes. Uh, harder metals is alloying. Actually, very easy questions. Not very hard. Pewter is classified as a alloy because it's a two types of metals. PVC is a synthetic polymer. It does not rust. Water pipes used to make water pipes. Okay. Which of the following used as crystal lamp? Crystal lamp is the one with lead. The lead crystal glass lah. Okay. What is the main element in glass? Silica. Silica is silicon 4 oxide. Okay, silicon dioxide. What substance can coagulate latex? Remember, if it's acid, it makes it coagulate. If you want to prevent coagulation, you add ammonia. Ammonia is to prevent. Okay. What is alloy X? Tin. Has tin. Why you say pewter? Sorry? Bronze what? Okay. Tin is the one with rods. Okay. High glass can withstand high temperature is okay. Soda lime glass is literally the one that cannot withstand high temperature. Borosilicate glass is our normal cup. Prism glass is the one to make the triangle prism that can do spectrums, right? Bronze is harder and stronger compared to tin. What is the effect of addition of tin atoms? Prevents the sliding between layers of atoms. Okay. Coagulation of latex can be prevented by adding weak alkalis such as ammonia. So they will neutralize the acid. Acid, no. Oh, sorry, wait. Yes, neutralize the hydrogen ions. Okay. Okay, this question 我们做很多次了. Oh, okay. So, manipulated variable is type of block. Diameter of the dent is what we write down for results. Constant variable is the mass of the bead. Okay. Hypothesis. Bronze is harder than copper. One conclusion. Bronze is harder than copper. So your hypothesis is proven lah. You can write it twice, okay? Same thing. Okay. Brass is made from copper and zinc. Okay. Process P is called alloy. Do you get it correct? Okay. What is a special property of brass? It's hard. Do you know the Spanish team gets 50 million? The second place gets 50 minus 19. 1. 50 minus 19. 31. 31. I think about 30 million. The second number two gets 30 million. Every single team that makes it there gets 1.5 million. Third place, I don't know how many million, maybe 10 million or something. Then the Spanish team gets 50 million, right? 45% goes to the players, distributed among the players. 45%. 55% goes back to the country to the football foundation of the country. Not the FIFA. But interesting lah. Yeah, I think they earn about 20, yeah, million, yeah. I think they earn a lot of money because sales of the tickets and everything. But they trash, a lot of places were trashed lah. Like soccer, yeah. So I'm just glad America didn't win, so it's okay. So you'll have to call it soccer. All right. Uh, okay, so explain about how adding Z, so it prevents the layers of atoms from sliding over each other. Okay? Can? Alright. Addition of one or more foreign elements in a pure metal, allowing the alloy process changes the characteristics. State one problem statement. Oh my goodness, what a stupid question. Alright. Okay. Do you all do this? Okay. I'll just run through with you lah, okay? The problem statement is alloy harder than pure metal? So one hypothesis is yes, alloy is harder than pure metal. So the experiment that you do is this experiment lah. Okay. Okay. We will do this one day lah. Not today lah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this one, KIV, we will sit down and do this one day. How to make experiments. I think I will gather all the different experiments and then we do one time lah. One time we do all the experiments one shot. Okay. All right. Now, do you remember from previous chapter? Can you all please look at page 116? Okay. Okay. So I taught you about matter, atomic, molecular, ionic, remember? And I taught you about the examples. Atomic is all metals, all group 18, okay? Molecular is when non-metal and non-metal combine together. Do you remember? And ionic is a metal and a non-metal. Okay? And then solid, liquid, gas, how it looks like and everything. And then, eh? Oh my goodness, why you all never say anything? So just now that one, you all got the answers or not? Okay. 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 So, do you remember how to do the proton number, the arrangement of electrons, all that? Do you remember? Okay. How does an atom become a positive ion? By losing electron. How does it become a negative ion? By gaining electron. This one is lose electron, this one is gain electron. Remember, if it has 1, 2, or 3 valence electron, it will lose 1, 2, or 3. What is valence electron? The electron on the outermost shell. So, for example, sodium 281, will it gain or lose? Lose. It will lose 1 electron. Okay? To form negative ions is group 567 valence electron. Okay? Group 5 valence electron will gain 3, 6 valence electron will gain 2, 7 valence electron will gain 1. Okay? And then I taught you what is isotopes. Isotopes have the same proton number, but the nucleon number is different. Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we learned about isotopes. Okay, can you all please do this? Practice it. Please refer to these questions are more. Please refer to the notes if you cannot remember. Okay, do it properly, all right? Okay. An atom of element Y has 10 neutrons and has a nuclear number of 19. How many protons are in the element? If you want to find the proton, you take 19 minus 10. 9. Did you get it correct? Yes? Okay. What subatomic? Okay, there's three subatomic particles. Proton and neutron is in the nucleus. Electron is the one outside. Okay? So proton and neutron. What are the metals in group 1 called alkali metals? Halogen is group 17, alkali earth is group 2, transition metal is between 3 to 12. That is transition metals, the ones in between. The proton number of atom P is 20 and the nucleon number is 40. How many neutrons? Take 40 minus 20. Okay. Which of the following is the use of isotope carbon-14? Carbon-14 is the one whereby I told you to detect the dinosaur's age. So, the age of artifact. Ionic must be metal and a non-metal. Table salt is sodium chloride. Sodium is a metal, chlorine is a non-metal. D. Semi-metal, silicon. Only need to remember one, silicon. Okay. Did you get it correct? No. Okay. This chapter need to revise more, okay? Okay, this chapter next week we will do the structured question and then we'll do the new chapter. The next chapter is what? The one that you're doing now in school, is it? Or speed and direction, okay. Oh, the last two chapters reading for Form 4. Okay lah, then we can revise. When is your final exam? 这很有很多时间一起。哦，okay. Please study, okay. Why are advertising lights filled with neon gas? Neon gas is inert. Inert. Okay, so it does not. Uh, Arrangement is octet. Octet means it's a full 2 8. That means it's happy, it won't react at all. Okay. How many electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Nuclear number. So you need to add everything inside. How many? 11. Nuclear number is the total in the nucleus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nucleus. Neutrons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 protons. So add together is 11. Do you understand? Nucleon is total. Neutron is the one with the label N. Okay. Which of the following shows the electron ratio of silicon? You look at the periodic table, it's 284. Potassium is a metal. This one is an atom, correct? Molecule, krypton is group 18. No. Nickel, no. Magnesium, no. Water, yes. Okay. Table 1 shows the proton number, nuclear number of the electron particles. Which of them are isotopes? Isotopes, you must see the proton number same, but nuclear number different. So P and R. Do you understand now? Do you understand now? Okay, it's not all will. Can you go home and try? If not, we'll do next week. But I think this chapter need to revise. 你们不会做. Oh, I know already. 那时候我教你们了 genetics，可是你们学校还没有学。Right or not？我教你们了噻。I taught you cell division. I taught you everything already. Only thing I haven't taught you is endocrine 那个 hormone 我有教你们吗？还没有。Okay, so chapter 7，我还剩3个 chapter seven, 11 and 12。哦，okay. This one I think need to review. You're not very good at this.